Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched Home, and it stars the voices of Rihanna and Jennifer Lopez and Jim Parsons and Steve Martin. And honestly, all the voices were very um, recognizable instantly to me, particularly that of Jim Parsons, who plays the title character of O. And of course, this is about an alien race known as the Boov. And of all the Boov, he's the one that, as he puts it, fits out. And honestly, I can relate to O. he and Tip. Her real name is Gratuity, by the way, but she only lets her friends call her that. But it's really a cute movie, and I don't know why the critics were saying, "Oh, it's terrible." And I know, yeah, he makes a mistake, and it's meant for children. Um, but honestly, I thought it was a very endearing film, and it was very colorful and just enjoyable, and it had a really good message at its heart. It's not one of the best animations I've seen, but as far as DreamWorks is concerned, it's a good, stable movie, and it's really lovely to look at, and I love all the characters and the backgrounds, and the whole global aspect of it is really enjoyable. And I'm not going to go through the actual plot in and of itself because it's very straightforward. It's it's meant for children to follow. However, an adult audience can also enjoy it. And as far as films are concerned, I definitely give it two thumbs up. I really really loved it because I'm into sci-fi, and it's sci-fi is my life, and I adored it. And it's such a magnificent tale, and it actually made me cry. I wasn't expecting to be touched by something like this, but it was, it taught a lot of good lessons. It's didactic at its heart, and a lot of uh, animated films such as this one do that. And I like the Boov, and they teach a good object lesson too, how not to act in a situation. And they learn through they actually learned something very important along the way. It's a self-discovery and eureka moment for all of them. Um, it's Out of all the films I've seen, I would give it 3.5 out of 5. It's good. It's really well done. It's, like I said, it's eye candy. The music is wonderful. It's very funny. And it's actually, the one-liners are just excellent. And the way that he speaks actually reminds me of, if you've ever read BFG, you know what I'm talking about. So he has similar pattern of speech and grammar, and he doesn't speak grammatically well, but of course it's not his native tongue, so of course. And this is actually true if you go to other countries, and I could tell you this from experience, or if you're dealing with people from different countries. I've never been to another country, but I'm hoping that I can at some point in time. It's one of the things I want to do, and I know I'm going to make it happen. It's just going to take a little bit of doing and persistence, but I will make my dreams a reality. I know that for a fact. But if you're going to another country, or if you're speaking to somebody who may not really know the language that well, they're trying to learn, it's difficult for them to make a facsimile of what you've already said, try to make sense of it. And maybe they speak a little bit more deliberately, but that doesn't mean that they didn't really understand what you said. It's just, they're trying to wrap their head around this. It's like when I'm speaking to I'll give you a good example. There are a lot of colloquialisms in American English, or English, as we like to say. We like to say American. We don't say English. We say, we speak American. You gotta speak American. But I'm not one of those people. Thank goodness. But anyway, there are a lot of us who there are some of us, I shouldn't make blanket statements like that. There are some of us who say things like that. And people like that, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I don't really want to start a war. I don't want to start the fire. I'd rather not. I'm a calm, cool, peace-loving by nature person. I'd rather have love than hate. And this is another message at the core of the film. But I talked to my friend from Norway, and my friend from Norway, he was talking about colloquialisms, and he says, "Well, what in the world? Why are they so different wherever you go?" And I said, "It's just um, the culture. It's the culture of they supplanted the culture when the famine when the potato famine happened in Ireland, when these different things occurred, like the rise of Adolf Hitler. The Germans knew it, or people were being excommunicated because they delivered milk on Saturday, and it was against the ecumenical law. So boot out you go, never to come again into Germany. You are verboten. Out, out, out. So actually, that's what happened to my great great grandfather. Anyway, that's a fun story, but that's that's what happens, and you just have to be patient with those people. And it's also I have that I've had that experience with people who are autistic too, and I love autistic people. I mean, we get along like we're meant to be, and I understand totally where they're coming from. It's just like I wrote in my past lives remembered. I think that and maybe one of my past lives I had a quote unquote disability. I don't like the word disability. Disability is such a horrendous word, but for all intents and purposes, that's the word that we have, and that's the word that we're going to use. But I think that this is a great film. I think everybody should watch it. I especially think those who feel like, they'll never really fit in, and actually they're going to learn that it's not so bad to be kind of odd. It's okay not to fit. It's okay to be non cookie cutter type, maybe a little bit rebellious. It's all right. I mean, people like that are revolutionaries. They change the world, and yeah. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of an update. My dad's been moved to CCU. He recently had his life vest taken off. He requested it. He also requested a DNR. For those of you who don't know what that is, DNR is what's given to a patient when they don't want their life to be sustained. He doesn't want to be a burden to anybody, and I appreciate that. I know that CCU is critical care, and honestly, I don't know what to expect, but he's been talking a lot to my mother, who's been gone for 9 years. He's also been talking to my mom's friend Phyllis, and she passed away not too long ago. I forget how long Phyllis has been gone, but I'm actually not surprised that he's talking to my mom, due to the fact that he and she were so close. They were so close, and you know, um, I'm putting forth a brave face for. I've been expecting this all along, and it's not something I want to face, but I know that he'll be in good hands, whatever happens. I know I'm not going to be totally alone, but it'll be a little bit rocky to start, but I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be alright. Tomorrow I get to see the palliative nurse, and if you don't know what palliative care is, basically, palliative nurses make it easier for somebody going through the transition of dying, and they make it more humane, thank God. I mean, my mom I know all about this. I've been through this before, so it's not my first rodeo. First time I went through it, I was a wreck, but this time I know what to expect, sort of. And and I know how to handle it better than I did when Mom decided to go and be with God and her family. And I don't hold that against her. I hold no ill will. I miss her to the very depth of my soul, but I know that she's happier that way, and I know I'll see her again, and that part of it kind of sucks, but in all, I know that this world is not our home, and reality is just an illusion, and it's just preparing us for what's to come, and that's what I really look forward to. I always remind myself of that when I'm confronted with things like this, but that's what I've been dealing with recently. I'm surprised I'm not crying my eyes out. It's strange. It's just I did earlier at work. I lost my cool, and I was under a lot of stress, and they were on me, and uh, it's been hard. I feel kind of like I'm in a miasma. It's just a very disembodied feeling, but yet I'm at peace. I'm serene. And I know that I will overcome this with the help of God Almighty, but what will be will be. I'm not worried. I'm not scared. Everything will be all right. And that's all I have to say. I'm sorry for kind of a downer of an update, but we'll just see what happens. I'll keep you updated. Thank you for being so kind and staying with me. Live long and prosper. Ciao, Tutti.